Welcome to the show, it's time to raise the bar for leaders and dreamers who know they'll go far. We're talking confidence, growth, and bold moves that stick. No fluff, just fire, I'm talking real change, real quick. So grab your goals and a little caffeine. Let's build the life you've seen in your dreams. This ain't just a podcast, it's fuel for your spark. Strap in, you're listening to Raise Your Own Bar.
Hello, everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in to the Raise Your Own Bar podcast. My name is Tamara Bucky, and I'm so excited today to have Malachi Fly. Malachi is a musician, he is a videographer, he's a social media wizard, and he is out here helping people raise their bar, helping me personally raise my bar when it comes to music and artistry. So welcome, Malachi. How are you today?
Good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to get a chance to interview you because you are just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to all things related to social media, honestly.
I've been doing it for about 6, 7 years now, 6, 8 years now. Started when I was 16.
Oh, wow. And how old are you now?
25.
25.
Years, almost 9 now, yeah. I guess that's 9.
Well, you are out here killing it with the number of views that you're getting, with the interactions and the earnings that you're getting on your social media accounts. How many social media accounts are you managing at this point for yourself?
Right now I have my main one is Malachi Talks. It's a faceless page where I don't show my face. I have music, Malachi Fly, one Facebook, one Instagram. Just hop back on TikTok. So I can start posting on there, and YouTube. My main one is Malachi Talks. I got 3 more. I went part-time on my job so I can focus on building the other pages. So I have 3 more pages I'm trying to build up. 3 in the same niche of the Malachi Talks, and 1 is my gaming page.
Oh, nice. What kind of games?
So I want to be strictly 2K to fit in one niche. Then probably do different gaming pages later on, broaden it. Another one probably Fortnite.
Very cool. So how did you get started in social media? Was it I'm guessing it was to promote your music?
Yeah, so I first started doing music, 16, 15. The first song I did was Chipmunk. It was at my cousin's house. And after that, I did my own song at his studio when I was like 16, did 3 songs with him. When I was 16, I decided I can't afford all this by myself. So that's when I started to figure out other ways to do music. So I went and saved my money, bought up my own studio equipment. Well, the only studio equipment I had was a Focusrite, the mic, and I would go into my laundry room, my dad's house, and record the music. So I was just download beats on YouTube. I was recording like almost every day. I still got the old songs. They're not lost, but it's on a hard drive. I put a hard drive in another computer. But like 100 songs I did on there from like 16 to 17-ish, 18.
Wow.
So that happened. Then I realized, okay, I need to figure out how to save more money. So that's when I started getting into cameras. I got my first job, went about my first camera, which is G7. Then I started learning about camera work, started taking my own photos. But I always was doing my own content with my Android phone first. So I started from 16 to 18 to just record my own videos with an Android phone. Then I got an iPhone 18. Then 18 to like 20, I was more focused on the camera work. I used to DM people on IG all the time, try to do their photos, doing all that. I would walk around, ask people to go around Bridge Street. Bridge Street told me to leave one day because I was walking around asking people to take their photos. I had my cars out. They told me I can't do that, so they kind of keep me out of Bridge Street that day. Then I reconnected with Chipmunk in like 2020 during Corona. And he taught me, I was making beats too, but I didn't know how to I ain't know the right programs. I was trying to play it off the computer. Then I met Chipmunk, reconnected with Chipmunk back in 2020. He gave me a arcade. He gave me other stuff to help me produce. Then that's when I made my first project, like 2020, 2021 with Chipmunk. It was Human Attachments.
I think that was about the same time I met you then, probably 2020, because I think it was 2020 when I met you, because that was when I made my first song. And of course, you did the music video editing and whatnot for that. And I think that was at the end of 2020.
Yeah, around that same time. Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. So the social media has kind of evolved out of your own desire to be a musician and get your music out there, but then also to help other people promote their stuff through the videos, through the photography, as well as the social media presence. Is that right?
Yeah, because it was thankful that it all came in that way, because now I got all the skills to do it on my own, where I don't have to come out so much out of pocket to fund what I want to do, and I can put more into the advertisements. I was learning new stuff, still growing, because I was still young, so still growing, still learning, like, in general, how to be an adult, still learning to this day how to be a better adult, how to be more responsible. So I'm glad it's coming together how it is right now, because I'm more responsible than I was, more working on my time management, work ethic got better, all that. And I also learned, thankfully, I learned stuff. Even I thought I was ready for it, then you get older, you're like, nah, I'm glad it happened then, because I wasn't ready to even go that far with it at that moment. So yeah, and I was posting like crazy. So I was posting like 10 to 12 times a day on Instagram. I posting like 10 to 20 times a day on Facebook, on my old Facebook account. And I'm glad I was doing that too, because that led me to get into, at the end of 2020, or the end of 2021, that's when Facebook started monetizing me. If I was never posting, or I gave up when I was posting 12 to 20 times a day, I just wanted to go viral. So, because back in the day, you was taught viral is how you get the fame and you get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's more, you see that a lot of people famous but not making a lot of money. And that's how from 2021, once I got monetized, I was doing my usual talking videos. That's when they were paying a lot. But they still trying to figure out the program. So they got to figure out how to pay you and still make sense for them as a company too. So now it's more baseline of how you get paid now. But what led me from my talking video, I do my music videos too, talking videos and all that. What led me to find out what I was doing now, I'm doing right now, that brings me the most money as of right now with the Faces video, was once the earnings start going down, less views, more views, more money. I'm like, okay, how can I get a lot of views? So I was in this group. I was in this Facebook group where everybody talking about the program. Everybody's in the program. And then one lady posted her results. Her name Leah Robinson. Yeah, Leah Robinson. She posted her results one month, and she did 169 million views in 1 month. Back then, that's 75K a month back then, at least. So I was like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
So it was crazy. I looked at what she was doing. One of my first videos that went viral on one of my pages that I monetized was a video similar. I was just more focused on what I wanted to do. And that's when it ticked in my head. It was like, it's a lot of money making opportunities in content, but most people want to do what they want to do. And you need to find out what people want and supply that, because it might be a hole in there that you can supply people. Even though you might not like it as much, but once you start getting the results, the money from it, same when you like your job, but you still go to get the money for it. Once you get that, now you can use that same money to fund what else you want to do. But it came full circle. I'm like, okay, that page, that one video I did so similar to her video, but it didn't dawn in my head that make more bills of that. Cause at that time, that one video made me like $500, and it was similar to her videos. But I was young, it didn't dawn on me, oh, keep doing videos like that. It's like, oh, that video my ball. Let me keep posting to save y'all doing. So one thing I could say, double down on what do work when you're doing content. Try not to get too much into your feelings and emotions. Like, nah, I like doing this more, doing this more. If you do like doing that, I would suggest separating it, because not saying that it won't work later on, or it might take longer to build up. But if you see a niche that's underrated, don't have that much supply and demand, you want to push something like that. Like as of right now, today I was doing satire, funny videos, but now I'm starting adding math problems behind what I'm doing. Because the math problems, they all
Math problems.
Yep. So I use ChatGPT, and I get it to make me math problems. So math problems would be like simple math problem, like what is this? And it's all in the same audience like that stuff too. You want to find out, Facebook, it's a community base. So you want to find out what's your audience like. You can use ChatGPT, you can see the audience demographic, you see if it's women, men, you just put a demographic in there and it'll tell you that like all this and that. So I tried math problems. As of right now, it's working really good. It like if you do a really good post, right now you average like $1 for 1,000 views, which is unheard of as of right now for Facebook.
Wow. That's a really good point that you bring up. Know what your audience wants to see. So putting your ego aside and not focusing on what you actually want to make versus what does your audience want to see. And I love the idea of thinking about it like a job. Like there are tasks that you have to do at your job that you don't necessarily love doing. It doesn't excite you, but it pays the bills. And so that's really great advice for someone like me who's still building my social media and trying to figure out what it is that my audience wants, and whatever it is that they do react a lot to, do more of that, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Because you want to at least build it up, like build it up to where you can at one point do what you want to do or experiment with new stuff too. But if you just starting out and you don't have enough funds or something, or you don't have enough resources, if something working, it's crazy to try to go the other way. At least, not saying that you can't do what you want to do. Still experiment. Like I still experiment, even though the math problem's working right now. I still experiment. Let me try the math problems in video format. Let me try the math problems with just let's do food as a math problem. You want to still experiment? Let's do riddles. Let's do other stuff too. But if you see when you're experimenting and you see one thing really going, push that a lot too. Then every now and then, let's try something different. Let's see, they might find something else you might like. But you're gonna start liking it because one, you're making money from it, and two, now you get a little more freedom in your life. Like you can sit back, schedule out your posts, and you can make. It's possible to make $100 that day while you just at the house, or 150. Some days you make even more. I just seen content creators on Facebook making like 7,000 a day, 5,000 a day.
Ooh.
Even doing less posting than me. Some people post maybe like 4 times a day, and one person making like 100K a month off of just posting text.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So you joined the creator program when they first, for Facebook, when they first opened that up back in 2020-ish, 2021 timeframe.
Yeah.
Is that where you're getting the majority of your traction on Facebook, or do you also focus on these other platforms that you have for the sake of monetization?
Facebook, right now, I've been pushing Facebook really hard for the past 3 years. I'm winning on it, so for me, winning on it, not only am I winning on it, it's a untapped platform. Nobody talks about Facebook. Everybody talk about YouTube, TikTok. So it's like I try to do the same videos on YouTube. They don't do the same as Facebook does for some reason. TikTok really meant to TikTok for real because it takes a minute long for you to get monetized. The video has to be a minute long to get monetized, to make money. Yeah. Facebook is the only one where you can make a 5-second video You can make a 15 all the way to a minute and still get paid. And you get paid for photos. You get paid for stories. You get paid for text, regular text photos. And it's the platform with the most people on there. And they make the most money just off of Facebook alone.
So how would someone get started if they have a Facebook but they've never thought about trying to get monetized? How would they start moving in that direction?
I'll first say, if you never started doing content in general, I would say first, do what you like to do at first. Try it. You might not know it might work. Especially like food videos, skits, stuff like that. That's already a untapped, that's already a proven, like, people love to laugh on Facebook. Skits, there's a lot of people that are doing their own skits, making their own TV shows on Facebook right now. So, and it's getting better. So nowadays trying to reward, they're not trying to just have the top people get a lot of views, get a lot of followers. Now, if you just starting on Facebook, got a small page, you post right now, you're gonna reach people that don't even follow you. Back then it wasn't like that. Back then you only could reach the people that followed you first. Now it's going to the part, it's going to the part where followers really don't, man. And so they put the requirements out. Requirements don't roll out till the end of this year. So people just get randomly invited. So it's not no, you need this many followers, this and that. But the best advice I would say is just start. Just start posting. A lot of people I be trying to get to start posting, they'll say, I posted today, didn't get monetized. It don't happen like that. Keep posting. If you posting more than the average person posting, Facebook gonna see that. So if you posting, you being consistent posting, you might get invited. If not, you building a following up to when you do get invited. Now the money gonna start rolling in. But it's for sure, it takes more views. It's not the same as YouTube. It takes more views to make more money. But at the same time, on YouTube, you're watching a video. On Facebook, you probably scrolling 4 or 5. You're scrolling, so you can't compare it to the same way. Then you can't share a YouTube video and it reach all your subscribers. You can share a post and it reach 10,000 people, or if you got a big following, 10,000 people just like that. So I would say start. It's a lot of people. If you got a big following on a different platform, sign up to the Breakthrough program, and they'll get you monetized like that. But they're saying at least by August it's gonna roll out. And say if you don't know what to post, go down your feed, scroll down your feed, go in the video format and just look at the swipe post, keep swiping. And the ones that get the most views, look at it and see why they're getting a lot of views. Mm-hmm. You might can make a page dedicated to just that.
Yeah, that's great advice. Look at what's working for them, and then, don't necessarily copy what they're doing, although you certainly could if it was a trend, right? We have all these different trends that take place, dances and voiceovers and things. So you could literally do the exact same type of video, or you could do something similar.
Yeah.
So what is considered a lot of followers or a lot of views when it comes to Facebook?
So usually people be like, it depends. Everybody different. Everybody consider viral differently. Some people be like, if I do 10K views on viral, or the main one is 100K. You get 100K views, or you viral, or you got 100K followers or 10K followers. It's really subjective to the person. Facebook really don't be like, this is viral. I mean, Facebook even tell you, you do 500 views, they'll see a notification, or you did 100 views at one post. They're like, you did 100 views, keep up the good job, keep posting. 500 views. But it's also realizing is 500 views means 500 new people seeing you. But because we've been so used to the viral era, 500 views ain't a lot of views to most people. But if you're showing your face and your actual who you are, there's 500 people you never knew before, seen you before. So that's keep in mind too. That's why I suggest the faceless route. if you're not trying to sell a product,
Mm.
because you have to hit a lot of views to make money. So unless you okay with being seen by that many people to make a lot of money, then by all means, because it's benefits being seen by many people too. You can start brand. It's a personal brand. You can do brand deals.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably there's more personal connection to the audience that you are building with. So it's you get to choose what you want to do. But most people don't be thinking about that before they start. So before you start, are you okay with being seen by many people? Are you
Yeah.
okay with putting yourself out there by many people? Because to your phone, to you, it's just 100 views. Because we've been so used to saying 100 views, but realize that 100 people you never knew before just seen you. Even though they seen you one time, they seen you before. So you okay with putting yourself out there? If not, most people aren't okay with putting themselves out. That's why most people haven't done social media or want to do social media. So the avenue I made is where, hey, you can make some money without even showing your face. So if you want to do this, you want to think about doing content, but you want to show your face because most people don't want to show their face or be in their personal stuff. Well, you can do a page where you ain't got to show your face. I got one avenue. It's multiple people that got other avenues where you can do like quotes, relationship quotes, not show your face, have a whole different page. You do gaming, you can have to show your face during your gaming. If you don't want to, you can just show the game and do quotes behind it or captions behind it.
I like that. And I like both. I get apprehensive being on camera sometimes, and it's something that I'm still working through. And I've talked to a lot of people with the same issue where a faceless page sounds more appealing. Um, and you're doing both with what you're working on. So tell me more about your faceless page. What kind of stuff do you share on there, or what does that actually look like to the viewer?
So to the viewer, I usually just have my hands in the video and I'm doing stuff that grabs them. So one thing I say about doing faces pages too is you get better at knowing how to make hooks for like when you start your personal brand doing hooks. You want to catch people, but Facebook go by the first 3 seconds. If you hitting over 50% of the first 3 seconds, more likely you got a chance of going more viral than a regular person. So if you catch them when you scroll on your Facebook and you stop for 3 seconds to watch a video, to Facebook that's a good video because you stop scrolling. So they're gonna try to push it out more. So if you find out good hooks, like for me, my audience is used like 65 and up for this audience. So I do like my grandma taught me this, or my mom taught me this, or my coworker taught me this, or your mama should have taught you this, or I'll on purpose misspell a word because older people usually like to correct you. So you find out stuff like that, and you got to look at every content you look at and see, okay, why did this video go viral, or why did people comment on this video? Then you write it down, put in your notes. Every good hook that works, just put in your notes. Then you see, okay, I didn't notice I had an object in the back of my video that had nothing to do with what I was presenting. Let me start putting objects in the back of the video that don't even correlate with the video. People are gonna comment. The more comments, especially if you do a lot of comments at one time, at a certain time, reply. Oh yeah, keep seeing through. Reply to your comments. Most people don't reply to their comments. Most people would just be Hollywood. I don't care if it's one person, just reply to. Because you reply to it, you get pushed out more too, and you get paid more too. Because it's performance based. You get paid performance based too. The more reactions you do, less views, more you get paid too.
That's good advice. And that's something that I need to work on because I don't always reply to every single comment because in my mind it's like, oh, I don't want to be annoying, but it's not about that.
Yeah. We've been taught to think that though, so it's normal. We've been taught to think that way. But key thing is somebody took time out their day, stop scrolling the comment. You've been in a relationship with them, not even knowing relationship with them. So at least you can do is just comment back. Ain't gotta be no long, detailed response. Ain't gotta be, you can ask a question back to build to build conversation, which also will expand. Not only is you building connection with that person, you also getting more into the feed. Like Facebook,
Yeah.
if you comment on a post, say you do one comment, do that comment at one time, comment to that person, you can wait to comment everybody else later. You comment that person that one day, right? It's gonna push it back up to the top of the feed. So tomorrow, you can comment to the next person the next day. You're going back to the top of the feed. Now you're getting your same post getting shown again to people who didn't see it, or they push it out more to the same more people. Instead of trying to comment all the one time, it do show like, oh, people comment a lot now, so they're gonna try to push it too. But you can say you want to make that post go a little longer. You can slow it out by commenting every other hour or every other 2 hours to bring it more on top of the feed.
Interesting. So every interaction with the post is going to put it back in the algorithm or push it back up in the algorithm. So the more frequently and over time, the more engagement you have that's spread out, it's keeping it there, like the ball up in the air, so to speak. It's keeping it going.
Yeah. Like you ever notice when you go on your Facebook and it'd be like so and so commented when you as soon as you go on your feed, sometimes it'd be like one of your friends comment on this. It's at the very, very top. You already seen the post before already. You probably already liked the picture, probably already heart the picture or whatever. Then somebody else comment. And they reply back to it. Go at the top. As soon as you log in, it's right there at the top. Because they pushing it back up. They're like, oh, people must like this. So let's put people commenting, good interaction. So people must like this. Let's push it back up.
That's a good point. And actually, that reminds me of there are a few friends of mine that I've seen posts lately where it's from like 4 years ago. I mean, it's like an old post
Yep.
that somebody must have been just going through and looking at their old content and commented, and then that brought it back up to the algorithm to where now there's like a bunch of new comments and stuff being added.
Yep.
Smart. Very cool. Very cool. What is your goal with all of this?
My goal with all this is I want to make a lot of faces pages on Facebook. Kind of people doing YouTube. They have faces pages for everything, like content. They say by 2030 gonna be like $100 billion industry.
Wow.
Plus, at least. Facebook only paid $2 billion last year. I know $2 billion is crazy, but like only $2 billion. But YouTube just paid the last 3 years. Don't want to quote them wrong, but at least above 10 billion, and they made way less than Facebook. YouTube alone made way less than Facebook. So Facebook made altogether all platforms make at least 150 billion plus a year. They only paid 2 billion, so they're really pushing this to get more people back on the platform. So who knows, about the next the next 10 years, it might start paying up to $30 billion a year. And there's people making content about anything. Like you getting what you love right now could be something good. What you love right now, if you're a cooker, you start posting cooking videos and you got your products in line, you got all that in line, you can be making a living. It's people making a living being a mom and dad right now, showing their mom and dad lifestyle. So it's a good avenue where people's interests is something they hobbies is turning into what can be a career for them.
Yeah. I love that. And I love when I get to see a peek into somebody's life with whatever it is that they are really passionate about. And you see videos of people where you can tell they're trying to figure themselves out. Like they're trying to find their niche, but once they get it and you see them kind of step into that role, how quickly they can blow up.
Oh yeah, they making it where like I be hearing stories about people who start with 1K, the next 3 months, 4 months, blow up to 400K, musicians, people who just cook, people who, it's a lot. Like it's a lot of different niches. Like when you think about it, it's so many. Like what you might not like, just because you don't like that content, don't mean it's not a demand for that content.
Yeah.
And if you figure out, if you somebody who wants to be the person who just knows how to make the content, learn how to make the content, can supply it, you can, it's the same thing, the same way your job needs you for this certain task, it's a need. You're supplying something like, say if you worked at FedEx, you're supplying a need for somebody to get their package to them, to their door. With content, you're supplying the need too. You're making somebody could have had a bad day that day. They seen your post and they started laughing. You probably made their day that day. But we think, because we come on the platform for free, we don't think about it like that. But they're making billions off of us, off of just our simple post. Our one post we could have made that had 9 reactions. You probably think, oh, it's 9 reactions, but they probably just made $10 off you. That them 9 people, because they laughed at your one post, decided to keep scrolling for the next 30 minutes. They probably made, when you think about it like that, you probably made them $30 for each person that one time they even logged on. People log on so many times a day for 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. Because the goal for them is to keep you on the app.
Mm-hmm.
And so if your content is engaging and it gets people to stop and stay on the app, then yeah, they're going to be promoting you because they see what works. They want to use that. I personally had to disengage with social media. It can become very addictive.
Mm-hmm.
And I took Facebook off my phone about November timeframe. And then I also took off X and Instagram from my phone. So I have to physically go log into my computer if I want to see it. And that works for me. I can still post from my phone because I have the Meta business page. So I can actually post from my phone. But it's just, it can be very distracting and addictive. And so you got to have good boundaries. What are your thoughts about that?
Super key. Good. It's super key. That's, yeah, because you can get addictive. So like, I don't scroll on TikTok at all. The TikTok gets super addictive. I know a lot of people on that mug, super addictive. I'm more of a YouTube person. So I'm YouTube because I can listen to it. I gotta have YouTube Premium, so I can listen. I can pause it. I can not pause it. I can close my phone and still hear what I'm trying to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more, your attention span more better because you have to, more than likely you could kill YouTube video. You watching a YouTube video for like 9 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes. I don't, my personal page, what I did was differently. My personal page, I had made a whole new page. Cause most of the people I was following was just everybody in the city that I didn't even know growing up. So one of the key things I did was I followed everybody that I do know. And it kind of lowered how much I was seeing throughout the day. But now the algorithm changed now. I started scrolling on Facebook the other day. Man, Facebook got so good with that algorithm, but they be trying to show you now. They show you everything now. It's kind of like TikTok, but with text, photos, videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's addictive. I made a post about it. I said it ain't got too good now. Like, so I try to stay off of it. It's just having good self-control. But if you're making the content, it helps because you're making the content, you're not really consuming them a lot. And if you do start consuming, you go like, wait a minute. Let me get back to what I'm doing. So it's good to have different pages too to help you out with that too.
And you got to have healthy boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I allow myself to scroll sometimes. Like I'll set aside time. Like, okay, I've got 30 minutes to play around. I'm going to go ahead and play on social media. And that's kind of how I look at it. I look at it like a break, like a recess almost, versus, used to be, I would just like mindlessly pick up my phone and then, all I was doing was I wanted to check something on my phone, but then I see the notification and it sucks you right in. And then next thing you know, you're wasting 45 minutes. It's like, well, crap.
Yeah, one of the key things you need to do, you need to cut off all your notifications off your phone. I started doing that way back. I started doing that back in like 2020. I have no notifications. I have my Instagram notifications off, Facebook notifications off, Snapchat notifications off, Messenger notifications off. Only way you can reach me if you literally text me on my phone.
Nice.
Because you're going to see somebody liked your post. Somebody commented. And every time you click that, you're going to start scrolling, even if it's 4 minutes, 2 minutes. Say if somebody like your post every time, 2 minutes times 10, 20 minutes out your day you wasted. Because they get you by the little short bursts you do, the little short times you throughout the day. It started to add up. So people spend 5 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day on their phone and don't even know they even spent that. They're like, where are people should they be like, it just don't be enough time. It just don't be enough time. Like, what's going on? Ain't enough time. They got you because you scrolling every 2 minutes for 60. You open your phone 60 times a day, went to Facebook 6 times a day. Even if it was 1 minute, you spend a whole hour a day. Then you're interrupting your flow state every time you do that. So now you got to get back into a rhythm. That take maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So every time you check your phone every 2 minutes, 15 minutes, you got to take you a good 15 minutes to lock back in to get in a good state. Then it messes up so bad. Attention span is so small. We get in flow state. We like, oh man, let me look at something real fast. Now you got to get back in. So but it's the best time. It's the best era right now because it's not hard to be good no more. You just gotta be consistent. Or what you probably could do in one day, if you just focus on one day, somebody probably doing it in a week. It's just now getting that self-control, like you said. But key thing, cut your notifications off. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. And scheduling helps too. Do you use scheduling for that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I post too much to not schedule.
Yeah, I started really being disciplined about it last year, where I started scheduling my social media for my business for like a month. Facebook allows you to do up to 30 days out, and so I kind of do that I kind of use that as my guide, and I will create the content and then schedule it usually a whole month out, and then that way I don't have to touch it other than responding to people. And that helps a lot because content can be very time consuming. So, can you give any tips on how someone can do like batch content creation and scheduling if they've never done that before?
Yeah. So, one first thing you want to do, you want to realize how much you're going to be posting. Come up with your ideal posting. So, once you figure out how much let's say you want to post 1 time a day. Okay, if I want to post 1 time a day, what type of videos I'm doing? I'm doing videos where I have to sit on the couch and record. Do I have to go out and record? I need people around me. Is it a podcast where I need like my friends and all of us recording at the same time? So it depends on what you're trying to do. But the best suggestion, I'm still working on it because I'm trying to figure out how to do all stuff I'm doing. And I have to come with a good schedule and have to stick to it too. So stick to it too. You want to do 1 post a day or two posts a week, stick to it for a while. Then if you're consistent enough, then let's add 1 more day. Let's add maybe 1 more day out the month or 1 more day out the week to try to add another post. But start being consistent in one thing first. See if it's working for you. Then once you get that, once you build that muscle, now let's see, can we add another post? Do we need to add another post? Are we posting maybe too much for that one day for this certain type of niche? So I'll say that figure out your own schedule first. Everybody say do this and that, but work for you and work for somebody else, maybe different. Then it depends on what you're trying to do too. Are you trying to maximize your earning potential? Are you trying to be more seen? And it depends on what your earning potential come from. Do it come from views? Do it come from products you sell? If it come from views, like for example, my stuff, it come from mainly views. the one I'm building on Facebook pages. So it works for me better to post as much as I can a day. It also depends what type of content you make too. Do your content take a long time to make? Do it take maybe a day to plan it, curate it, get the best shots? Do it take a long time to edit it? It all comes down to do you work? Do you have kids? You gotta work out what's best for you. My content don't take that long to make, so I can push out a lot in the day. I can push out up to 50 posts a day, schedule it out the whole day, 100 to up to, my goal is to do 200 a day soon on one page.
Dang. What's
So
the sweet spot to do, like, what's the minimum or what's like the average that most people will probably get value out of? How many times a day or how many times a week?
it depends on how your audience react. If your audience do it, you do one post and it do a lot. Maybe, hey, I'm good with one post. Like for me on my music side, I'm about to probably do one post on my music page a day, one post. So that's a good example right there. So one post on my music pages, starting off again, because I'll post too much for how my followers. Also, your followers too matter. How many followers you got? You got 100K followers, 200K followers, 3% only gonna see it. So you can post a lot. Like Country Wayne posts. First, he was doing maybe one time a day back in like Corona. He started doing 2, 3. Now you go to this page right now. He posting 2 new videos every hour. He has 9.3 million followers. Facebook algorithm don't even show it to all your followers. They show the new people all the time. So these platforms don't even get to mindset you posting too much either, because more than likely everybody didn't see your post. It be people I follow who got 900K followers. I have to literally go to their page sometimes. I'm like, I didn't even know he even posted this video. She posted this video. I didn't see on my feed. So they're not even pushing it. The algorithm changed to where they care about the quality of the content. The content good, they're gonna push it. You bring them in. Now you got an audience. You comment with the people that really rock with you. Some people ain't gonna shop with you, but the people who do shop with you want to find out who the people is, get their contact info, and now you got customers. You got the people, the low people who just scroll. You got the medium people who might buy once and every now and then. You got the top people who will come to your shows, who will buy products from you and all that. So I say get every piece you can. Like I'm gonna start building for my Facebook page. I'm gonna start trying to sell T-shirts, coffee mugs, find out what this audience like and all that. But best advice is just figure out what works out for you. Just start. If you feel like once a day is too much for you, just start doing once a week good enough for you for right now. This and that. But if you ain't seen no results, well, I say maybe 2 months and you doing one post a week and you ain't seeing no results that you might not like, shoot more shots, because you never know. It might be your 50th post that was the one. So the quicker you can get to your 50th post, I'll say that. And schedule it out too. Oh yeah. I didn't say what I was doing my music side. So I would get my little brother. We'll pick a day out. We'll pick a day out the week. We'll record maybe, depends on how many ideas, 4 to 7 shorts. We'll go out, do 4 to 7 shorts, 30-second clips, maybe even 14. That saved me 2 hours. Now I have 14 pieces of content I did in that one day that I just did all in that one time. If you have a tripod at your house, just set up your tripod, record act like you doing your song. You can do 4 or 5 different songs right there. Change a hoodie or change a shirt. All you gotta do is change the hoodie, change the shirt. Each song. They ain't looking at the whole fit. Or if you want to change the whole fit, change the whole fit. If you got a fresh new haircut, your best bet is to try to do all your stuff in that one day because they got a fresh cut. If you don't get a haircut every day, to do all you want to do, if you do fashion, get all your fashion picks. It might take you a 4-hour time slot on one of your off days or 5. Get somebody who's around you to record for you. You don't have to always get the top-notch video person, this and that. Buy the camera equipment. Find somebody around you who wouldn't mind, especially if it's like simple videos to hold the camera for you. Ain't no like over you got to clip all the clips all together. Just find like your little cousin or somebody around you, like a little kid who needs some money.
Yeah.
Then you can build up with that, Then you got the money. Then you can start building up. Then you can start funding where it makes sense for you to go pay this person this much money to do something for you. But I'll say, you got an iPhone, just somebody around you will more than happily, I hope so, somebody around you, your friends or your family will hold the camera for you for 30 seconds. Like
Yeah.
they hold it for you for an hour or so. Just 30 seconds, just let me just spit this track for 30 seconds on this cool background. We over here hanging out. It's a cool background right here. I like that. Let's just do that.
I love that. Is there a difference that you can tell as far as like production quality? Because I have actually taken the time and spent 2 days before to record a bunch of stuff and put it together, and it really didn't do well at all. But then like yesterday, I did a goofy video. It took me 30 seconds in my kitchen, and it's doing really, really well.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It depends. Like it be people with the best. Like for instance, I be shooting my videos. I do my iPhone. I'll do my camera, and I'm running an ad right now on Facebook. I mean on Instagram. The video that did the best was when I was in the studio, pulled the iPhone camera out, and recorded that. And that video did like 600 views in like that week. To me, that's considered good because all my other videos wasn't doing 600. So I'm like, okay, either two things: either the way the studio format looks is appealing. Maybe us all being hyped in there was caught people, and also the song. So that's why it's good to try everything. You don't need high quality every time. Because people who scrolling they want to be entertained. That's all they want to be. Entertaining visually, informally, or the visual was aesthetic, was it informational? That's what people come on there for. Then you grab them people in to your world. Now you gotta convince them, okay, this is why you should listen to the song. This is why you should buy this product from me, because I know this and that. But usually when you start scrolling, they looking at, is it visually appealing? Oh, that look really good. Oh, who shot that? That can work too. But it's the song. Does the song make me laugh? Does the song make me this and that? So it's trying everything. You can plan something out, do the plan out 1, 2. No wrong planning out for 2 days and that. Then also, why you gotta look at what is doing really well. It's subjective. I say, for me, if the views do more than my follower count, if it do more than what I've been posting usually, if it do more than half of my follower count, that's a good video. It don't have to be 100K views, 10K views. If it's doing more than I usually do, I'm gonna promote that. So like the video that in the studio did really good. 600 views, my other views doing 400, 300, 200 views. This one doing 600. So for some, it's a good video. Then you run ads behind that video. If you have the ad budget. If not, you got to keep posting organic content.
What about reposting stuff that you've done in the past?
I do that. Because sometimes the algorithm probably was acting up that day.
Hmm.
And it gets better. They're working on algorithm every day. Sometimes that you gotta think about it. You look at it. How many people viewed the video? Was only this time only 9 people viewed the video? Well, let's repost that video. I'm gonna repost like I made the video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repost the video. We're gonna try again at this time of the day. Could have been the wrong time of day.
Well, there is that too. I don't know if it's all platforms, but it seems to be true for Facebook and Instagram that you're only going to be seen to the people that are on the app when you post it. So if you post something at a weird hour where there's nobody really on the app, then you may not get any views.
Yeah, if you post something at 1 a.m. in the morning and everybody your followers ain't no nighttime people, then they're gonna be like, okay, this post been up for 3 hours, 4 hours, not getting no views. We're not really gonna push it.
Mm.
Say if you posted something, but if you posted it, people start commenting in the morning, it can get pushed out. But usually the first couple of hours crucial.
Yeah.
Because if people were skipping it, maybe they woke up at nighttime, really wasn't engaging. Say if you try to do say you're trying to do a video where you're trying to have people really look at your video. I say the best times to post would be think about a normal person. If they work a 9 to 5, if they work this during these hours, you want somebody to literally sit down and watch your video. The best times to post would be lunch break, 11 a.m. time, the 3 p.m. time, the 6 p.m. time. People winding down at the house. More likely, probably got their volume on now to listen to the song or something. The 9 p.m., 8 p.m. time. People winding down. They probably scrolling on Facebook to listen to it. They can probably, if you post that maybe 1 p.m. and there's music behind it, then they probably see the captions, but they probably ain't really listen to music. But if it's like a talking video, we just talking, they can read the caption. It's cool.
How important are having captions?
I say it's important. Everybody don't be wanting them. I say it's important unless you got the closed caption thingy on there already on there, but I make it pop up. But I like captions on mine because you reading. Sometimes your volume ain't on,
Mm-hmm.
and every plenty of time my volume wasn't on, but I saw the captions on like a video doing music, and I clicked on it because I was reading what the words were saying. I saw that the visual nice, the words nice. Let me click on what they're saying. But captions is important to me.
As a consumer, I really like having captions. I don't always use them as a creator, but I'm starting to use them more and more now that I'm using Opus Clips consistently. I've actually had Opus Clips for over a year, but I'm starting to really use it more consistently, and it spits out the clips that puts the captions right on it for me, so that I don't have to like do anything manually for it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great, Malachi. I really appreciate you sharing with us all of this great information. And for anyone that might want to hire you to do video or photography work, or even as a social media consultant, um, go ahead and plug all of your different pages that and places that they can get in contact with you.
Best way to get in contact is my Malachi Fly pages. One is on Instagram. The main one Instagram. The other one is Facebook. Those are the best ways to get in contact with me. If you want to talk about any stuff correlated to that, you can actually book me through Instagram, Malachi Fly. You book Malachi Fly, and you can book me for anything that you want. Then you can put your price out. And I'm doing a pay what you want model. So you can put your price out, and I can either accept it or decline it.
I like that. That's really cool. And what about for your music? For folks that want to go and hear your songs, where can they find you there?
All the distribution platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube Music, it's available everywhere. If you want to if you want to, once you like starting like the music, you want to be a part of what I got going on, Malachi Fly Instagram, Malachi Fly Facebook. I have a community platform too called Dreamers Community, where I post exclusive content I really don't post on Instagram or Facebook, or like we have so much content that we did maybe a studio session, but I just want that one clip to only be on social media. We starting to build up where we starting to add all those clips onto that Dreamer community page. And right now we doing just the free tier. Some songs I might drop some songs I'm body made at the house, or it's just me doing demos of me singing the song, stuff like that's gonna be in there. Then we working on the pay what you want model too. So if you that's coming later. I ain't gonna touch much about it. That's coming later too, where if you're in the Dreamers community and you want even more content than what we posting in there, you do a pay what you want model on there too. You only got $3 a month to spare or $1 a month to spare, or you really like we rocking with, you want to pay $10 a month. It's all just like that. We don't want to leave no support unturned.
I love that. And for your music, it's Malachi Fly on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and all of that. That's your official artist name, right?
Yeah, Malachi Fly.
Wonderful. Well, Malachi, I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing your wisdom with us. Is there any other piece of advice or any other information that you want to share as we're wrapping up?
Let me think of something. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Compound interest. So because it like ain't working right now, if you keep shooting, it's gonna build up. Yeah. It's a long journey. It's live. You doubting yourself. People around you gonna doubt you. You're gonna have to go through a lot of sacrifices. You might have to pick up OT to support your goals. You might have to pick up another job. You might have to shoot your shot. Try to do it by yourself. It may not work out. You might have to go back to a job, but don't give up. And don't worry about what people might say about what you're doing. More like they ain't doing nothing. So just keep shooting, keep going, make it make sense for you, what you want to do.
I love that. That is absolutely great advice on how to build your best life and raise your bar. Malachi, thank you so much. You're awesome. I'll plug the links for everyone listening so you can go and follow Malachi on all of his pages. They'll be in the show notes. And until next time, thanks for listening to the Raise Your Own Bar podcast.